today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 or 5 before that. The punter, Logan Cook, set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
2nd down and 6 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Shot here on the ground, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
They'll start on the ground, ETN, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. going to look to throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll set up to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but it'll be second down. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes down
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. back to the ground with ETN. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. St. Brown in motion right. ETN. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Gabriel Davis, 73 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, your former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now back to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. He's got his man on the crossing route. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. And the Raiders have got him. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll set up a throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw to Ingram. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Phillips picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and 6. That is caught into space at the 45. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, first and 10. Certainly, those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's second down and 3. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. goes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.